Hello everyone, welcome back to the portfolio reviews. Today we have Aryan Soni, who is a vehicle artist and hard surface artist in India. He want to know how he can grow his career artistically, and he want more opportunities and better opportunities, and what step he should take in general. Okay, so other than that, I'll reply in person to your query about the steps and the other queries you have. But overall, for the portfolio, let's just go quickly through it. It's good. You have added a lot of details in your about section. Nice. And you have attached your portfolios there, which is nice. You have work experience almost. Why there are two of these? Maybe remove one. Okay, so good. You just started. Okay, it's 2 years ago. It's old. Remove it and maybe retexture it and republish it. Okay, but if you are not proud of it, I can see some dents and some pinches here in the model. Look at this. It's continuous. So it's better to not have it on old work, which is not good. And post-op eclipse and lab. Okay, so nice. You use Blender and geometry nodes. Keep using Blender. I also use it. Love it. And it's rendered in I don't know which is it rendered in Maya or Blender. Okay, so it could be. So overall, I like it. If it is, I don't know why it is so overgrown. And maybe it was abandoned. Then these people found it, and then they started it, and then it is a nice thing. Usually this moss and this overgrowth, they go gradually. They grow from one area and then they go capture the areas. So it will not be growing in the middle of the wire and then it's not on the other side. It could be because if there is a lot of dirt or sand accumulated on top of it, then it can grow from there, but it's usually grow from a point to other point. It's spread basically, moss. And you did a really good job filling up the corners and clinging to the other things, right? It looks good. It looks fluffy in the area. And I don't know if it's alien or some experimenting, doing some experiment with some creature. Could be alien only. And yeah, so you can have this thing in the front of that guy here. He could be standing in front of it and then try to do something with it. Okay. And this is, I think, too bright. This is distracting us from other things which are there. Yeah. And it's okay to see the sparks in the wires in the corner here, because it was abandoned for a long time and someone turned it on. Suddenly you will see the sparks and other things. But overall, a good storytelling. And I believe like it's too abandoned. You don't have to make that much abandoned. Also, it's like close facilities. There are less chances to get dirt in there or that much overgrowth. Only if it's exposed and open, right? Because it need to be damp for the moss to grow, and the dirt should be there, right? Otherwise, how will this much growth will happen? So we can show that. We can show it somehow. Right. And I do see any reference to show that particular thing, the abandonness or the overgrowth. Maybe this I have no. So some reference for that. Basically seeing the how the overgrowth in maybe Last of Us screenshots maybe you have taken to work with that. But overall it's good. Okay, so they come in, they turn on the light and they do something on the computer, which is fine. Right, overall it's good. Like then if it's like apocalypse, it will be dirty and grimy and yeah, it will be like that, but it's still working, which is nice. What else we can do? The composition wise is also good, because what you can do is if I let me get my pen tool. Okay, so if we have if we look at the placement, if we divide it roughly into 3 sections, here and here. Okay, so this is almost there, but I believe like if this can be moved here, circle, so we have these 2 points. Okay, or maybe you can lift a little bit up and keep it closer to this point, right? So this and if I keep it from here, okay, the circle is here, and then this computer is here. You can move the camera a little bit up and look from down, right? And the guy is standing here doing something on the computer. Okay, and then because this, then these points are covered, and what you can do, you can have this type of thing, right? Then you have the stairs going here basically, and then you have the other guy standing here basically. Yeah, so this basically you can do this. Basically you can harness. So this points are the main point where you should lead the eye, and you can turn off this light, right? And we don't need a spark, you can put the sparks here, so the eye or this, so our eye goes here, and the lights can come from here and fall on this, okay, and from here and to this, so our eyes lead to this, and you can change the direction of something. You can, this is fine, this can lead to our eye toward this direction because we want to look it here, and we can make some liquid, this creature is inside liquid but lesser bright light. For this, some neon thing we can do, right? And yeah, so that's basically the simple composition wise what I meant we can do in this. And other than that, I think that's your main camera, so we can improve. It's not a bad, it's good, but I'm just saying a little bit more lead up, we can lead the eyes toward the main thing. Okay, for now it is because of the brightness, because this is like area is too bright and the other is dark, so it's leading the eye already. But I mean, like, we can do it in multiple ways. So what we can, there is another way what we can do is rather than putting yellow light, we can put blue light, some just filled with liquid, and then there is some blue neon light in the border, not too bright, so that will lead our eyes also, because it have like yellowish light and then suddenly blue light will lead our eyes toward that as well. And yeah, so like imagine there was a lamp here, light here, okay, which broke and it's just dangling. Okay. So that type of thing you can add, like this facade is broken, and right, and that will be like pointing toward this. Okay, yeah, so that's type of things you can experiment with and play with to set up this composition, because we have only one and it is already 1 year old, so we don't have to, but you can do that if you wish. And let's see what else we have. Okay, we have another scene. Okay, this is also rendered, so I believe like if in the games you try starting using the Unreal to make the scene, I would love to see this scene done in Unreal. It'll be much better, and it's you can take inspiration directly from Cyberpunk. And I know you're trying to convert, like imagine you can go to, I don't know, you live in Bangalore, you can take a market street from India and take a picture of it and then directly convert it to Cyberpunk style. That will be much better experiment than making a random street, right? And then if you attach that image in the bottom, people gonna just blow up. I know you take it from cats, but I'm saying like that is like much better exercise, converting a location into Cyberpunk or converting a location into post-apocalypse scene. Okay, and the same way, like converting the art style, like imagine the God of War is fantasy mixed stylized art, and you convert it to stylized hand painted style. So that type of experiment you also can do in there. So converting one art style or one location to different art style is a good exercise to learn the thing. I'm sure you would have learned a lot of from it, right? And for these, like this could be like hologram, like cyberpunky type of holograms should be the way it is. Like this neon is good, and because there are holograms type of thing, right, there which you can use for sure. I don't know how cyberpunk you want it to be, but there are like too many lights right now. So you can use this fine, but you can use it to give a story, right? And this is I don't know, we have it, then you will make all these signs and everything as per the Indian props, which will be much better. And then you imagine we have our Chetak, you take the Chetak and make it with this engine, man, how crazy that will be, right? So that showcase you made our current universe in cyberpunk much better. To add that detail, maybe our tuk-tuk, make the tuk-tuk and our robot is sitting there and driving it, and that have this jet engine type of thing underneath it. Perfect. So that showcase you can work on individual prop, like you make this individual prop a vehicle, and then you showcase and work on the much better, much bigger environment. But overall, I like the idea what you're trying to accomplish. The mood and everything is there, but which we're missing is story. Like it is like this like futuristic, there is cyberpunk stuff is there, there are robots, there are things, there are neon lights, there are buildings, and some air ducts and vents and everything is there. But what we need is story, more purposeful, why it is there, what is there. So imagine you have this real world reference, and the real world props are converted into cyberpunk style, so much relatable. Even if it don't have story, but if it's a street with the people park their vehicles outside and they have their stuff outside, you take that market thing, you convert it into cyberpunk props. Perfect. I think it stand out a lot from the normal things. Okay, because everyone can make that prop from real world, and one can make a prop from concept art. But when it is your own concept and you are experimenting and showing your creativity, that's make you apart from the other artworks. So basically, yeah, so that's basically it. Like overall I love it, but I would love to see this in Unreal, and I would love to see that story and that thought going into this environment, which will be much, and it's already 1 year old. I'm surely think you can polish it. And for your questions quickly, that's a quick step, right? You learn Unreal, that's part 1, and you make few if you plan to polish that cyberpunk, you make that vehicle or hard surface props, just props, make those props look good. Once you transfer all these things in there, and then you make the one by one all this prop to highest quality possible, right? And you can see the games like cyberpunk, and there is another more games, right, which you can see, sci-fi games, you can see Halo and all the other, which to take inspiration for the art quality in there, and then make each prop and then keep replacing it in Unreal. Okay, if you're not sure about the process, then let me know. I will try to help you with that. And for your other questions about your aspirations, I'll message you, or if you still have doubt, we can discuss, and let me know if you still have doubts. But I hope this helps, and I would love to see your improved work and that scene, cyberpunk scene in Unreal. And keep up the good work, and take care. Bye.